Welcome to Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. Your Trading Nation team today is Jake Weinig of Malachite Capital, Eddy Elfenbein of the Crossing Wall Street blog, and we're really happy to have you, Jake, because you made a really interesting, sort of bold and very profitable trade. I think it was profitable anyway. Trade ahead of the presidential election by buying fairly inexpensive calls in the financial space. Tell us what you did and how you've done.
Yeah, well, first of all, it's a pleasure to be on. Thanks for having us, Brian. Look, this was certainly a nice trade that we put on. We're not celebrating yet, as it's still on. But one of the questions that we asked ourselves ahead of the election was, while not anticipating a Trump victory, what can we expect to perform well in this event? And one of the things that we looked very closely at was financials, a sector that has really had a rough go, over the past number of years in a less friendly bank administration. The trade we put on was we looked at the U.S. Financials ETF, XLF. XLF was trading around $21 at the time, $22. We looked out to February to capture the next set of earnings, and we looked to buy the 24 strike calls 20,000 times. We paid 5.5 cents for these. These were about 12.5%, 13% out of the money when we bought them, meaning we were positioning for financials to potentially go up more than 12.5 or 13%. Since we put them on, we bought them for about 5.5 cents. Since we put them on today, they were bid around 25 cents, so 5 times return on capital. So it's certainly something that's been going well. We continue to be bullish financials. We think the combination of a higher yield, steeper yield curve, higher rates, a much more friendly bank administration that has talked about the potential repeal or reduction in certain bank regulations, and just a relatively cheap and under-owned investment asset class, we think there's a lot more upside to come.
Wow, okay, so you've done well, but you remain, so it's not like you're taking all the money and running, Jake. You're still bullish on the financials.
Not yet. We'll see what happens over the weekend after the Italian referendum.
Yeah, that's a big vote as well. A lot of stuff going on in Italy our viewers need to pay attention to on CNBC as well. Eddy, are you as bullish on financials?
Well, first, let me say congratulations. That was an absolutely home run trade. But as far as financials, the XLF, it's an interesting industry. It's several dozen names. I'm more of a stock picker, so instead of buying the whole thing, I look down in some names. I think that if you are a discerning investor, I think there's some good names in there. 2 names that I like right now are Signature Bank and also Aflac. I'm not so bullish on the big banks. I think those have had their run. But I think if you're a little discerning, I think you can get some very profitable trades in the financial space.
Yeah, Aflac?
Aflac.
The secondary insurance company doing most of its business in Japan, but based in Georgia.
Absolutely. A very, very well-run
Known for
company.
a duck.
Known for its duck, the duck stock.
All right, we like these sort of off-the-wall picks. And again, Jake, hey, congratulations. I'll mirror what Eddy said. Really interesting idea there. That's why, I mean, hey, you did it, and that's what it's all about, Jake. We appreciate it. Thank you. Eddy, thank you both. Folks, thank you for watching Trading Nation. I'm Brian Sullivan. We'll see you next time. Take care.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.